So I've decided to go vegan. I've been looking at several different diets for a while, everything from paleo to Mediterranean to vegan, and I'm looking at vegan at least for the next 6 to 12 months. I want to give it a good long run. At the moment, I'm probably 70% raw vegan. I tried to go 100% raw vegan straight up, and it just really smashed me around. I just couldn't handle it. Just so much upheaval and stuff to deal with. So I've basically just gone at 70% at the moment. When I say 70%, I mean other stuff that I'm eating that's not vegan is probably eggs, bit of bread, a few bits and pieces in there, but mostly I'm eating fruit, as much fruit as I can, and I'm juicing a lot of vegetables, but I'm also having salads as well, and I'm also pushing a fitness routine every day. So combining all that, it's a push every day to make these changes, and I'm feeling good that down the track I'm going to be a lot more healthy and fit, a lot more, vibrant, and a lot more happy. I've decided to start making videos on where I'm at now instead of waiting until I'm healthy and fit, because I see a lot of videos on YouTube, people are making videos while they're already healthy and fit. You don't see a lot of people making videos in the process of becoming healthy and fit. So that's where I'm at now. I came from quitting smoking probably about a month ago now. I was on and off with that for a few years. I'd be able to quit for a while and go good, and then things have happened and I fall back onto it. This time I'm very certain I'm on top of it, because I've been able to disassociate from certain people. I've been able to set my life up so that I can take a day at a time and just have that peace and quiet and just focus on my life. There's no one at work that smokes, so I'm basically in a good zone to leave it behind and keep moving on with health and fitness. But I'm definitely noticing how smoking for so long has really affected or debilitated my sense of happiness and well-being in life, realising just how far I had become very recluse and just depressed and shut off from any sort of interaction with people. I'd become pretty much just a loner, surviving on my own and just doing my own thing, which isn't good. But so turning all that around now, and seeing that vegan is, I think, is a good choice. Basically, I've read a few books about it. I've seen shitloads of YouTube clips about it. I've done other research as well, and I think it's a good thing to do. At least 3 to 6 months to really clean the body out and to really help to expel all the toxins and rejuvenate all the cells and organs and get everything functioning right again. Eating nutritiously healthy food. I can't afford organic at the moment, a bit here and there, but as time goes by I'll do my best to get organic or fruit and veggies. But at the moment I'm doing the best I can, just grabbing what I can and just get it in. So early days, this is for me, early days. I'm hoping that in the coming weeks, months and even years I'm going to be feeling a lot better, looking a lot better, and giving a lot of good information and valuable tips and information over the coming videos that I'll be producing. So other stuff that I'm doing is basically with fitness, doing cardio, stretching, a bit of weight training, high intensity interval training, That's basically where you go flat out for 60 seconds, and then you break for about 2 minutes, and you go flat out for another 60 seconds, and then break for 2 minutes. You do that for 20 minutes, and then you basically do that every second day. Apparently, it's supposed to burn fat for 48 hours. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I still like going for long bike rides, going for long walks, just casual. I mean, I'm not racing or anything like that, but I like to get out and about, get some fresh air. So yeah, I'm going to post some pictures of how I've changed over the last 4 weeks, because it's been about roughly 4 weeks since I decided to commit to going vegan. Although, like I said, I'm not 100% vegan yet. I'm moving in that direction. I'm 70 to 80% at the moment, fluctuating. It's definitely a change. I was coming from a lot of crap food. I wasn't really conscious of what I was eating. So that's how I think most people are unconscious of what they're eating every day. They're just habitually just grabbing whatever they've been grabbing for years or months or whatever, or whatever they feel like. And making dietary changes is a big deal. It's easy to do the first couple of days, but then after that, you've really got to commit to doing it. And it gets you back into the kitchen more, prepping healthy food. Fruit's easy. Fruit you can just grab and just hoe into it. But the other stuff, prepping veggies and that, salads and even juicing, it takes a bit of time, but it's worth it. So here's some pictures of me 4 weeks ago, and then every Sunday I took a photo of what I was looking like. I wasn't expecting to see a lot of difference, and you probably can't see a lot of difference, but I think there's a slight difference. I am losing a bit of fat, and it's a case of just keep moving forward. I mean, I've fallen off the rails here and there. Like, I'll go all right for about a week, and then I'll just bomb out and just binge on some crap food. And I think that's your mind kicking up a stink, trying to, last-ditch effort to hold on to the old foods. And I think that'll happen. It happens with most habits that you're changing. You can keep pushing forward with the new stuff, and every now and then you'll just kick into something old, you just binge out, or you just, chill out for the day, not do anything. That's sort of like where I was at, where I'm still at now. I mean, I'm still pushing the threshold. I can go, a lot. It's definitely a big change for me. It's worth the effort, I know. But I'm doing my best to keep things as simple as possible so that I don't get discouraged. I'm not trying to complicate things too much, because then it's a hassle to do that every day. I'm feeling definitely up and down at times. Sometimes I have more energy, other times I'm feeling really sort of grounded and, have a lot of stuff to process. But I think overall, I'm feeling a lot better as far as being in control of my emotions. I feel in control of my thought patterns too, which is a big change from where I was at. I was very reactive and very spontaneous about doing a lot of different things and eating stuff. So I feel like more control coming back in my life, and also a sense of being able to achieve other stuff in life. I don't drink anymore. I don't associate with people that drink on a regular basis anymore. So I don't drink alcohol. I'm more than certain this thing's gone for good. The crap food is pretty much well on its way out. It's very minimal. Here and there I'll bomb out and have some crap food, but I'm being realistic and I'm not being hard on myself. I'm just going to keep moving forward with the healthy food, just keep getting it in. And then what I'm noticing is the body is actually craving more of the healthy stuff and craving less and less of the crap stuff. I don't get anywhere near as many cravings as I used to for the crap food. It's only a very minimal, slight craving that's easy to brush aside. But every now and then, like I said, once a week I might just bomb out and just have some pizza or something. But it's 3 steps forward, 1 step back. I think it's. I just think about where I'm going to be in a year's time when I'm 100% raw vegan and a lot healthy and fit, a lot more slim and toned is what I'm looking at becoming. But anyway, here's those pictures of 4 weeks ago every week, what I look like. I don't know if it's going to make any difference. I really need to be doing one every month, I guess, to see the difference. But anyway, here they are. Yeah, so as you can see, some people might see a bit of difference. I do see a bit of difference, not a lot, but it feels good to notice that change. I don't worry about scales because I think scales can be a little bit misrepresentational of where you're at with fat. I think fat, to me, the best way to see if you're improving is to visually see, take a photo every Sunday or measure your gut with a tape measure or something like that. But anyway. Alright, I've just had a 2-hour workout, so I'm feeling pretty tired. I'm going to kick back and have some smoothie here, so I'm going to have a bit more fruit and have it away down. Anyway, catch you later, and I'm definitely going to keep going vegan, that's for sure.